In this video we are going to see data type and variables in Java. Before going to see the data type and variable, let us see what are the type of data or values that Java is going to accept. So first let us see type of values that Java going to accept. Java accepts numbers. Java accepts numbers. Numbers means like integers as well as decimals. Integers are like 0, 1, 2, -1 like this. Decimals means you all know like 1.2, 2.3 like this decimal format of numbers. Java accepts single characters like alphabets like uppercase and lowercase like capital A to Z and small a to Z. And in the single characters it again accepts like integers also. Integers also comes under a single characters like 0 to 9. And special characters are symbols. Special characters or symbols comes under the single characters also like $, like Java accepts this many format of single characters. And Java accepts group of characters. Group of characters means like names in the sense like hello world or Balaji or etc. All these names like sentences, all these comes under group of characters. So group of characters are nothing but strings. It will accept strings. And fourth, it will accept true or false values. True or false, this comes under a boolean. So Java accepts this many type of values into it. Like data type is nothing but a special reserved predefined Java keywords to it will specify different type of data. Now for the numbers we have data type like, so I will write here. For the numbers we have data type like byte, short, int, long, small, long. So this is for the numbers like integers only. These are for integers. And for decimals purpose, for the decimals we have float and double. And for characters, like for single character, and for single character we have like character only, data type. And for group of characters we have strings, directly string. Here string means here S is capital, like uppercase S you need to use. Now these are the data types we are going to use in our program. Now these are the predefined keywords like byte, short, int, long. Float, double, char, string are the predefined keywords in the Java to specify the what the type of data. Now for integers, why this many data types are there means for each data type have its own memory size. So this occupies a memory of 1 byte only. So this occupies 1 byte, this occupies 2 bytes, this occupies 4 bytes, this occupies 8 bytes. And for the decimal, for float it is like for the float it is like a 4 bytes of data it is going to accept. It accepts 8 byte. For characters it is like 2 byte. And for string it is based on the group of characters. So the size is going to define. So it is the unknown size. based on the characters it is going to define the size. Now for the byte means it will accept from -127 to something 128 value. In this range only it is going to accept the number. So if it is out of bounds means, suppose if it is a plus or if it is a minus means, then it will not accept. So then we are going for the short. So short is also some, it have its own limits. So if the limits exist means we are going to use for the int. So mostly in the programming we are going to use int in the integers type. For the decimals we are going to use double. Here we have only single option like character only. Here we have single string. Like based on the size, based on the requirement, we are going to use our requirement level, the data type. So a part of this, for the true and false we have the one value, like it is like a boolean. The true and false, for true and false, for true and false we have one more, like it is like a boolean, small b, boolean. It will accept true and false. So this is the size of 1 byte also not 1 bit only. So it is the size of 1 bit. So this will accept true and false. You will get the in-depth clear of this data types when you see after the variables. So now let us see what are the variable in the Java. It is like a reservation of memory to store data. Variable will reserve some space, like it will reserve some space to store the data. Like to store the data, it will reserve some space in the memory. Now let us move forward. You got idea on data type and you got idea on variable. Now let us combine these two and let us make use of it. So like variable declaration. Now let us see the variable now let us see variable declaration. Later we are going to see variable initialization. Don't worry about the practical. After this theory we are going to see the practical also. Variable declaration means, here in the variable declaration you will give the data type and a variable name. And when it comes to the variable initialization, variable name equals to value. So this is the known as the variable initialization and variable declaration. Now data type. Suppose you want to perform the value of 10 in your program. So how you are going to declare means, so here you need to declare like 10. So let us first see declaration part only. So let us create some space in the memory. So to store the 10 means we need to create some space now. So to store 10 means we need to first create the space. Like if you want to take the water, suppose if you want to take the water means, what are you going to do? So you need a glass, or a bottle, you need. So anything you need, so the same way, for to store the data we need one memory block. So this memory block is defining by the variable. So nothing but we need a variable to store the data in memory. So same way to store the 10, here we need a variable. Let us take a variable as a. Generally up to now we have seen like x is equals to some value, y equals to some value, like that. Let us give the directly a only. So a. So with this we need to indicate what the type of data is going to store in this reserved block. So in this reserved block, what the type of data is going to store? It is a type of data integer. So int a. So that's it. You came up with the variable declaration. Now let us see the variable initialization. Now assign a value to a, like assigning nothing but a variable initialization. A equals to 10. That's it. That's it for the variable initialization, and that's it for the variable declaration and initialization. So you are done with the first job. Now let us do for another one. Like suppose if you want to store the value 10 comma 2, suppose if you want to store like this, then what is the type of data? It is like a decimal format, isn't it? For the decimal format, what the data types you need to use? You need to use either a float or a double. Okay, I am going with the double. Mostly we are going to use the integer, double, char and string. Use the double, let it be b. So variable declaration and initialization can also done in the single line, like double b equals to 10.2. So that's it. Variable initialization and declaration is done. Okay, this is the one way. This is the one way to declare and initialize separately, and this is the another way, like efficient way to declare an initialization in a single line. So always remember, you need to end with the semicolon after ending the line. Okay. Now let us see the practical. In the practical, let us see all the data type, declaration and initialization. Let us move into the practical. Last video we have discussed about the basic structure of the Java. Let us once recap the basic structure. So what are the things that are in the basic structure? We have the class. Use your own name, like for the class name you can use any name. I am giving here data type and variables, like this I am giving. So this is the class name I am going to use. So open the class and close the class. Now all you need is a main method, like public static. I think you are not getting same as public static void main. So in this you need to specify string and array args. So you need to open and close the main method also. So once run the program, see the output, is any errors or not. So there is no errors, it's like code execution successful. Now in this, let us declare our requirements. Like first let us say the variable declaration only. Variable declaration. So variable declaration, I want to store the 10 into my memory. So first I need to reserve the memory by using a variable. So I am giving the value a. So what the type of data is going to store? I want to store the integer type of data. So for the integer type of data I am using int only, end with the semicolon. When I run the program, see again there is no error, the code is executed successful. So now let us see the variable declaration. Variable declaration done. Initialization, let us say. So we have declared the variable. Let us give the value to it, like just a equals to 10. If I run the program, here you can see so code execution successful. Now if I need to access the data from the memory, what the data is going to store, if I need to access means, so in the previous video only I have said, to get the output anything means we need to go with the printing statement, like system.out.println. So at there we have used the quotes. So okay, let us give like this, like a value is. So if I give like this means, is data is going to get? No. Let us see once. When I run the program, here you can see just it is giving the value a is. So that's it. So if you need to access the value from the stored one, we need to go with the less a, like this you need to give. So like plus a. So this is the way you get the data from the storage, like plus a taken from the value from the storage, like this. Like if I run the program, here you can see it is giving the output as a value is 10. So this is the process to get the data from storage, and this is a place where this course is nothing but the concatenation. Remember, with the course and the place is nothing but a concatenation. We are going to concat. So otherwise, if you want to print only data without any specification, like directly a, you can pass. So if you want to display any data along with the value, like what the value is, then you can go with like this, otherwise you can go like this only. So if I run the program, here you can see first value is directly it is giving us 10, second it is giving us a value is 10. So this is a more readability in the output console. So I think you got the idea. So nothing but with the quotes and plus you will get the good readability in the output screen. Okay, let us change the data. Like let us declare an initial as in the single line only, like double b, let it be 10.2 semicolon. Let us give the value b over here, and also let us change over here also. Here also let us change all these things. If I run the program, here you can see like 10.2, b value is 10.2. okay. Let us see for all other data types also. So we are done with the int. Let us see byte. So if I use here byte also, so I am just changing here byte. So let us give here a, let us hide this thing for the time being purpose. Here you can see it is giving the 10. Suppose if I give here like 1000, what is going to what the output is going to get, let us see. It will give definitely a error. Say loosely conversion from int to byte. 1000 is a big value, so it will won't accept into the byte type of data. Like the range is about to minus 127 to around 128. So this is the range of the byte. So out of the bus, so it is the out of range, so it will not accept. So let us go with the short. When I run the program, here you can see it is giving the 1000. So just now we have seen for int. For long, let us see for long. For the long, you need to specify the, here you need to specify a l. In using long, see there is exception for this long. You need to specify after the value, you need to specify either capital or small m, anything is acceptable. For the float, after the value you need to specify small f or capital F. So there is exceptions for these two data types. So here I am indicating with the L. If I run the program, here you can see it will give the 1000 as output. So when I remove the L, some compilers will accept, most of the compilers will not accept, but few are the exceptions. So compiler has exceptions to it. So this compiler is accepting, but some other compilers will not accept. Suppose if I here we done with the double, so let us change it for the float. For the float, let us change. So for the float, we need to specify with the f or capital F or small f. When I run the program, here you can see it is giving 1000. Sorry, here we need to give the value as b now. So here I am giving the b. If I run the program, here you can see it is going 10.2. So if I remove the f, see there is some exceptions for some compilers. So mostly you won't get. Since this is an online compiler, it will behave. See it is won't accepting. So here you need to specify like it is a capital F or small f. So we are done with the this integer and the decimal. Let us go for the characters. For the characters, like char a, so characters accepts like alphabets, numbers and special symbols. So for the characters, again we have exceptions. For using the characters, you need to specify the single quotes. Inside the single quotes, you need to specify the value. For the string, you need to specify the double quotes. Inside the double quote, you need to specify the string. So these two are again exception. Remember, these are the important. Mostly people do the mistake here in the character and the string. So for the character, you need to specify with the here I am giving. For the character, you need to specify the single quotes. Inside the single quotes, you need to give value. First, let us see the alphabet like X. here I am printing the value. Sorry, here you need to change the value to C. See, already A is taken now, so you need to specify the some another variable. So variable names are unique, the variables like, so here I am taking some another variable, let it be C. Here I am giving C. When I run the program, here you can see it successfully printing X. Suppose if I remove the quotes, means if I remove this single quotes, then what will be the our answer? Definitely you will get an except, like you will get an errors. See, single quotes is missing. It is saying like error can't find symbol. So always you need to go with the quotes. So in the quotes, like in the single quotes, you can also pass the values like numbers also. We run the program. It will be printing the 4. Suppose let us change the special character like at the rate only. If I run the program, here you can see it is printing at the rate. Now let us go for the strings. Strings are the special data types, like it is a class data type. You will get to know why string is a class data type. Okay. Like string D, let it be. For the string we have the exception, like we need to use the double quotes. In the double quotes you need to specify like hello world only, let it be. Let us give a gap over here. Let us put the value D. Now if I run the program, here you can see at the output it is printing. So one error, we need to end with the semicolon. We are forwarded for with the semicolon. So always remember, if the line ends, you need to specify the line end with the semicolon. So semicolon is nothing but the indication it is the line end, nothing but. If I run the program, here you can see it is printing hello world successfully. Suppose I don't want the hello world, I want to change it to the biology. Now if I run the program, here you can see biology successful printing. You may get the doubt, when I remove the this double quotes, it will won't work. So see, you can with your eyes only, like it is won't working. So like it is not working. So you need to specify with the quotes. So we are done with the strings. We are left over with the one true or false expressions. Like for the true or false, you need to go with the boolean. Boolean, let it be E. So first I am going with the true. So don't specify any quotes. Directly it will accept. True and false are also a reserved keywords only. So now if I run the program, here you can see we are not printing the value E. So let us change to E. Now if I run the program, at the output end you can see the value is true. Now let us change it to the false. Don't mention in the uppercase and lowercase, because Java is a case sensitive. So completely true and the false should be in the completely lowercase. Now if I run here you can see it getting the false. So that's all for this video. We are done with the data type and the variables, and we have done with the practical also. I think you got the complete idea on the data type and variable. This video, if you learned anything in this video, please do a like and support by subscribing.